Hey everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. So according to a new court filing involving a Trump terrorist, federal prosecutors seem to be hyper-focused on an unindicted co-conspirator who they refer to as Person 3. They do not name this person. This person was allegedly waiting at a hotel across the river from the Capitol with a ton of weapons. Communications between the right-wing militia members from the group known as the Oath Keepers mentioned this person and noted that Person 3 was, quote, committed to being the quick reaction force and bringing the tools if something goes to hell. That way, the boys don't have to try to schlep weps on the bus. Now, a quick reaction force is a term used by military personnel. They sometimes just say QRF, and it refers to an armed military unit that can respond or intervene quickly and as necessary. The new federal filing also states that Person 3 was in D.C. from January 5th to the 7th, and that he, quote, stayed at the Comfort Inn Ballston, where defendant Caldwell suggested he and others should stay. An individual with whom Person 3 traveled from North Carolina and who also stayed at the Comfort Inn Ballston later confirmed to a Facebook associate that Person 3 was in charge of the quick reaction force. So they definitely know who this person is. They're just not saying it yet because he hasn't been indicted. They also noted that other members of the group traveled to DC together by bus, but then they broke off into smaller groups and were dropped off in 3 specific locations. The prosecutor said this was very interesting, that was a direct quote, considering a communication that these people, all of these Oath Keepers, had on the Signal app in their group chat, which, by the way, was called DC Op January 6th, 21. So Florida Oath Keepers leader Kelly Meggs posted a map of DC on January 2nd. And in that message where he posted the map, it said, quote, 1 if by land, north side of Lincoln Memorial, 2 if by sea, corner of West Basin, and Ohio is a water transport landing. QRF rally points, water if the bridges get closed. He actually wrote water of the bridges get closed, but obviously he meant to say if. Person 3 then responded to his message and said, quote, my sources, DC, working on procuring boat transportation as we speak. So sources in DC, huh? Tell me more. And then another Oath Keepers member named Kenneth Harrelson also requested the location of the, quote, QRF hotel. And it seems that Harrelson may have been the one who stashed the weapons at the hotel for Person 3 because he sent a January 7th message. So this was the day after the Capitol attack. He sent a message on Signal to everyone saying, quote, so we're leaving DC and I would like to know where my shit's at since it seems everyone's gone already. And then another person whose name is redacted in the court filing also, because there's several people who haven't been charged yet, that person replied, quote, did you leave it at the Comfort Inn in that room? And then the feds say that surveillance footage from the Comfort Inn shows Harrelson, quote, rolling what appears to be at least one rifle case down a hallway towards the elevator. They also told the court that the surveillance footage also captured Person 3 carrying an object to another Oath Keeper's room on January 6th after that Oath Keeper and his wife returned from the Capitol. They described it as, quote, a large and long object wrapped under a bed sheet. So they're very aware not only of who this Person 3 is, but also the fact that that person was specifically posted at that hotel with all of the weapons and had several plans, it sounds like, either to travel by land or by water to get to them if things went down, if there was gunfire, or if they wanted to just attack on their own. So this is part of this whole conspiracy that's being prosecuted right now, and why these people are in a world of hurt. I'm no expert, but this could get really ugly for them. And every day that it goes on, they're digging up more and more information, because they found out that person 3 was also involved after January 6th. According to the prosecutors, on January 10th, this man, whoever he is, forwarded a message from Stewart Rhodes to another oath keeper suggesting that they, quote, purchase medicine, medical supplies, and hygiene materials to keep yourself clean under field grid down conditions. So Stewart Rhodes, in case you're not familiar with that name, he is the founder of the Oath Keepers. So this person, whoever he is in contact with Stewart Rhodes, and he forwarded that message to others in the group. The Oath Keeper that he sent this to responded with, quote, is there a code word I should be looking for here? Don't see reference to insurrection. So they've got a lot of evidence, and now you've got that one Oath Keeper that's in that band. He's agreed to cooperate. He's agreed to the plea agreement. It's only going to get worse for them. This investigation, they're saying, involves multiple states. They're working with a ton of different authorities in all kinds of states throughout the country. They've served hundreds of subpoenas so far. And every new bit of information that comes out is more damaging and more damning in the case against them. So very curious to see who this person 3 is. There's already been so many arrests and so many indictments in this case and with Oath Keepers. So I am very curious to find out who person 3 is and why they haven't taken that person down yet. I have a feeling that they're maybe dangling this person out there as bait. I don't know. I have a feeling they're just trying to flip people on each other, and they're trying to get to Stewart Rhodes because he was there, even though he didn't go in the building, but he was there at the Capitol that day. And from several communications that I've seen, he was preparing them for war. That was the literal word that he used. All right, guys, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.